Hello, welcome to another evening of Intermediate West Coast Swing. Today we started out with an exercise called the belt exercise. So we have just a normal belt here. We kind of sit back into, first thing is get your position so that you feel your, comfortable but confident connection. Then we had one participant close their eyes. And at first we just did weight shifts to see if you could follow and keep in sync. And then we did some forward and backward. And backward is kind of especially tricky, right? Because the follow needs to be seeking that connection. Because if Clark moves forward and I'm not trying to seek that connection, then the belt loses all of that connection. So that was the belt exercise. And then we went into a series of moves that are all based on the whip. So let's maybe switch. So the standard normal whip looks like this. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Today we talked about being really snappy, especially to differentiate like West Coast and the whip from Lindy Hop or salsa or any of those, much more rotational dances. So we talked about how 1 and 2 are pretty snappy. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. Clark is he's not going to rotate. He's going to be in place, but he's going to kind of step backwards just a smidge. Yeah. And then do this really crisp 90-degree turn. I'm going to go back together and then plant my foot right in between his feet. So that'll look like 3 and 4. And so we are really close. We're prepped because the really big motion of this all happens on 5. So 5. And then everything else is just kind of coming out of it. 6, 7, and 8. So the snappy parts we put on 2 and 5. From there, we did some variations that are all based on kind of the footwork of the whip. So the first one was a cross, like a hand switch behind the back. 2, 3, and 4. Let's rotate so they can kind of see that.
Okay.
So 4, and then 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So the key difference is on 4.
Yes.
1, 2,
3, and 4. And when you bring the hand back, make sure you're bringing the hand back low and around. Don't try to just push it back. And again, also, when rotating, think hand down. Do not try to keep it level or raise it while you're doing that.
The follow is more or less unwinding. Neither of us are clamping down on each other's hands because that'll just get in the way of the unwinding. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We end up in this cross hand hold, which we had in previous lessons talked about a couple fun ways to get out of that. So there could be a hip catch with a face loop. He could do, we could do all sorts of sugar push variations. He could do a face loop and I'll hip check him. And 4, 5, and 6. So you've got options to get out of that.
And the most common option?
Okay. Simple as that.
Yep.
Our next variation was an underarm turn. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 5, 6, 7, and 8. This one's really pretty simple. For the follow, it's kind of the same. You're going to be unwinding. For the lead, the big difference is in that hand.
3 and 4, raise the hand. And generally, the follow is going to put some pressure in that hand. Just kind of match your pressure. Don't try to push her through this one. That's it.
Yep. So next we did the basket, which is completely different for the follow, but for the lead is pretty similar. For for the lead, there's no J hook. We start in a double hand hold and stay in a double hand hold. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8.
Mine's good.
Okay, we'll do it again. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So the follow is just going straight forward, getting wrapped up in her own arms, leaning forward enough to really create that connection, so that when the lead takes his step back, that you can feel it. And then once again, you're going straight back. If the lead doesn't get out of your way, that is their problem.
Yep.
Then we did a variation on the basket, which is a shoulder check. So, yeah, we can do it at an angle. Sounds great.
I'm trying to think quick. Okay.
1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We talked about for the lead, grab from above, or else that might kind of impart a turn on your follow. If he grabs me like this, it makes me want to turn, which you can do if you want to do that move. But if you want to go straight forward and back, keep your hands vertical. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. This is a move where you can stretch it out as long as you want. You can go forward as many steps as you want, as long as the lead's not, kind of stopping me. And then you can go backward together as long as you want until you kind of come out of that move. One basket variant that I wish we had gotten to is a fun way for the follow to kind of steal the move, which I think is often pretty appreciated by the lead. So it's a normal basket. The lead will just be leading you in a basket, and you can always duck out of it. And you can let go, you can do something. If the lead wants to encourage that, 3 and 4, he can either bend over so that we both go, or he can kind of lift his arm up.
For me, when I lift my arm up, I tend to bend forward anyway, so.
It's all one and the same.
Yeah.
So just some fun variations on the whip, and we had a great time. Thanks for watching.
Perfect. Can we do a 10-second demo?
Sure.
Thanks.
We'll just try to go through.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever.
If you can remember. Underarm turn.
Oh,
Here's
sorry.
basket.
Baskets. Forgot the underarm turn.
Hip, shoulder check.
Oh, man.
We did a lot.
Yeah. Looks
And then let's
good.
do one more basket and I'll duck out.
Super duper.